I hope that people's biggest takeaways today from our panel were that, one, we have to humble ourselves in front of the communities that we cover to say we can't always know all the right pieces of language or all the best reporting practices for all of the identities our newsrooms need to be responsible for. So, and those are going to change by your region or by your specialization, but most of us are covering people with mental health issues, people with physical disability issues, LGBT language changes really quickly, sexual violence best practices for reporting change more or are more sensitive than maybe always language choice issues, stuff like that. So those are some of the things we focused on today, and the real reason is because I just believe that you're going to be held accountable by the community you're covering.
One of the difficulties all newsrooms run into are dealing with breaking news situations in which you're trying to identify transgender people. It comes up all the time. Police departments will say a man dressed as a woman robbed a bank or was in this particular situation. That should be a red flag for newsrooms, that they need to back away from immediately identifying people. That's when you go to the family, when you go to the friends, and try to figure out how this person lived before identifying someone with a gender. This could be the worst situation of someone's life. Often we're dealing with these situations in which someone has been killed, and misgendering a person in that situation just adds to the pain that the friends and the family experience.
The idea that behavioral health is something that a lot of us deal with. It's something that's very common. We all woke up with mental health today. And so when you choose to report on it, the language that you decide to use, and even the visuals that you decide to use, have power and influence and can either create and promote understanding of mental illnesses and substance use disorders, or actually lead to a more of a distancing, a fear, a misunderstanding around that. And in the end of the day, what those words, what those visuals can do, can either promote people to take care of themselves more, to promote people to help others access treatment and care, or it can keep them from doing so. So I really encourage everyone to just be mindful of those words, know that they have power, know that they, if the more accurate and fair you are, the more you can maybe change people's lives.
So when you're going to make a change to your style book, a specific change, such as deciding no longer to use a certain term, you need to communicate that to your audience, and you need to do it in several ways. One is to involve them in the decision-making process as you're making it. That can happen at live events, it could happen online in the comments, it can happen by going out into the community. Another way to do it is to include that in a story. So go out, see what people think, and write about the decision-making process. And then to close the loop, when you've made the decision, write about that, show people how you're going to make the changes, and tell them about the process you used to arrive at that decision.